young restless Phyllis is currently hiding out in parts unknown as she tries to come up with a plan to deal with the colossal mess she's gotten herself, and others, into this time, but it's only a matter of when, and not if, she returns. Although her biggest concern is being sent to jail for the rest of her life for murdering Jeremy Stark, the whole fiasco may cost her even more dearly than that. Most of us would just go drown our sorrows if our adult children rejected our concerns, but not young restless Phyllis. When Summer and Daniel rebuffed her because of her ongoing hysterics over Diane, she threw back some cocktails, lit into Michael and Lauren, and ran off to join forces with a convicted criminal to fake her own death. The extreme scheme queen went through with the plot too, which included making a scene in the middle of a gala after having ingested poison to frame her nemesis, and then letting her shocked loved ones get word that she'd died in an ambulance explosion en route to the hospital. We love is some chance, but the head detective is seriously slacking given that he hasn't investigated why the ambulance was nowhere near the actual route to the hospital when it crashed, nor has he run the dental records to confirm that the body recovered from the back of the ambo was indeed Phyllis. The supposedly eagle-eyed cop also failed to notice her when she showed up at her own memorial service in a wig and glasses. Phyllis clearly doesn't have much to fear from Genoa City's law enforcement, which may be why she then decided to text Summer to meet up in the park where everyone in town goes. She didn't even bother with a disguise. Despite the amusing flubs in the case from Genoa City's finest, Phyllis remains in hiding because she's concerned about going to prison for the rest of her life for stabbing Stark to death with a pair of scissors. Certain that no one would believe it was in self-defense, the chaotic redhead promised her daughter she'd come up with a plan to get out of this so she could return. We can hardly wait to see what Phil comes up with. It's not like she can pin Jeremy's death on Diane, she was locked up for murdering Phyllis at the time. That said, Red may not get the chance to enact a plan of her own, not if her son has anything to say about it. Now, Phyllis may be impulsive, but she's not stupid. She reached out to Summer exclusively and excluded Daniel because she knew if her son found out she was alive, and letting Diane go down for something she didn't do, he would want to do the right thing. Indeed, when a spiraling Summer decided to come clean with her brother after the fact, he went sideways. Daniel's portrayer Michael Graziadei confirmed in a recent chat with Sod, he's one of those people who wants to step up and do the right thing, no matter what the consequences are.